Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lost Mine Pokemon Trading Card Game Podcast. I'm here with Landon. How you been?
It's been fantastic, Lucas. We just got back from Knoxville yesterday, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Long travels. I'm excited for the break.
Yeah, man. I mean, we have to wait almost 2 months for another regional.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Yeah. So we fixed our podcast setup.
Yeah, so I set up
I
this
didn't
quick
fix
little
it.
overlay.
Landon did.
We got our faces a little bit fancier, not just like a Discord cutout box. And then we got a little frame for the images we're using if you are viewing, not listening only. And then our lovely little logo on the top left. So still pretty basic, but it's a little bit nicer to look at than before. So hopefully you guys like that addition.
Yeah.
But
So this is our list that we played in Knoxville. We played Arceus Regigigas, and yeah, Landon came 38th. I came 6th, and this deck is very good. Full face guard is good. That's how you beat Tina. Please don't cut it. It's insane.
yep. It's also very
Uh,
good to put on your basic Arc V, so it has 240 hit points.
this
Um,
is definitely a deck to consider for Van, but a lot of stuff will change before then. So
yeah, but this deck's quite strong. Guardy getting a little more popular is kind of scary, but the moon matchup's actually fine with Tomb and Paths because they really struggle to set up 3 moons, especially with the Tomb in play because they can't use Moltres.
yeah.
But only one more event in this format, which is Vancouver, and then I think there's a European event as well. But
Actually, it's not this event. There's Pelion Fates.
oh, sorry, terribly sorry. But yeah, so today we're gonna be doing just a really quick mull over of Knoxville, Melbourne results for like maybe top 10 minutes, 10-minute tops, and then we're gonna be going over a lot of the top City League decks. Lucas put together a couple lists based off of Omnipoke's evaluation of the top decks in the Japanese meta, and we're gonna go over some of the more popular lists from those events.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, let's take a look. So Ryan Antonucci wins Knoxville with the Gardevoir archetype. We haven't seen this deck win a major event before, I don't think, in the what do we call it, West technically. But
It yeah.
congrats to
Yeah.
Ryan playing a worker over second research. But other than that, looks like a pretty stock Gardevoir list. I'm sure he played very well to get there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Very hard deck to play.
yes, very
The
difficult.
talk of the weekend, I think, is this Lost on Box deck that a lot of
Yes.
players brought.
There's a lot of Mawile in this tournament. So we see Aiden Koos here with the one of Mawile. There was 2 Mawile in quite a few lists as well in these Kyogre decks. But combining them Mawile with Counter Catcher and one boss
Boss.
here. And the Palpats, you technically have 3 Gust outs.
Yeah.
Can kind of help shore up your Gardevoir and your Charizard matchup, which were 2 traditionally not the best matchups for you as the Kyogre/Lost Box deck. But
Yeah, the
congrats to Aiden.
Mawile was definitely a very good call for this weekend. Nobody was really playing around it, and you would just double Mawile things, and they would just actually collapse. So
Yeah.
it was very good.
Very good. Ian
Being able to
Robin
beat
here with
Gardevoir was
the
big.
Giratina. See if there's anything different with this list. Playing the Avery, notably, we're going to be, whoa, this is a big ad. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's the ad that got me to download an ad blocker.
Sick. Good job, Ian Rob. Dang.
Back. Why is it back?
Limitless is tragically giving us these giant ads. Let's get those out of here. Jose Marzan with the Roaring Moon playing 4 Pokemon Catcher. Holy.
Nice.
That's
Catcher's
unreal.
good.
4
Catcher's a good
shoes,
card.
4 Pokemon Catcher, 4 stops. Very aggressive Roaring Moon list. Another
Yeah.
Gardevoir in Raymond Long here.
W. Raymond Long. Raymond Long's a
My
cool guy.
goodness. This ad is ruthless, limitless. Who okayed this? Unreal.
Entei and Valiant.
Entei Valiant.
Why didn't you get the ad blocker, man? I told you to get the ad
I should have done
blocker.
it. This is only playing 2 Entei V, which is interesting.
And it's playing 3. This is just a box. This is a fire
Yeah,
box.
Inferno Wings, Moltres, and then playing a 1/1
Serena.
Vaporel, which kind of helps you solve the Iono problem, because this deck was traditionally really weak to Iono, especially in conjunction with a Path to the Peak. But
True.
other than that, they're playing in
TM Devolution.
TM Devo, playing Serena, which is kind of interesting, but I guess you're gusting a V pretty decent amount of the time, but I'd rather see Boss than Serena.
Serena's also good for consistency.
Yeah.
It's worth.
My my god, what's
So
this ad?
Roaring Moon coming in 7th place here.
I'm struggling to navigate the site because the ad is so big.
Yeah. It's
This is not playing catchers. This other Roaring Moon top 8 list playing the jelly. I think the other list completely cut
This is
tools.
the exact Ross Cawthon
Yeah.
60.
Sick. Go Moon. And
W
then
Moon.
rounding out the top 8, we got Jackson Ford, a Canadian once again, with Gears, no Avery in their Tina list.
No Avery. 1 counter catcher, 2 boss.
Cool.
Good 60. And then Azul coming 9th.
9th.
With Mawile, Kyogre Lost Box. A lot of people are on it. Very good deck.
We'll look at the 9th list and then we'll move on to Melbourne. Just because he was still also playing one Mawile. Oh, I thought they were playing 2. Playing an Echoing Horn, which is kind of fun. Helps you with the luck.
Oh my goodness, man.
We're getting trolled by this ad. Unreal. Go Mawile. That was kind of the talk of the weekend in Knoxville. And then Melbourne, Brent Tonneson coming off a 2nd place in, was it Liverpool?
This Limitless page is crazy. It's literally 1st and then 2nd.
Yeah, unreal. Notably, they did add the Pokegear 3.0 this week. So
this ad is not leaving.
Yeah, Haru in
gosh.
2nd place again in
Let's
Australia.
go.
We love
Haru.
Still
Haru
playing
came
less than
2nd
4
at
Arvins.
Melbourne and 2nd at Brisbane.
Yeah, double finalist in Australia here.
For
Favorite Japanese
Australia,
player.
when they see Haru, they quake.
True, bro. Haru's only playing 2 Arvin and playing...
Draw supporters. Research.
Yeah,
We're playing
but
research.
This is a normal amount of draw
This
supporters.
is normal amount, yeah.
So he's got Arvin for another physical ball search card by the looks of things.
Yeah. I'm used to Haru coming up with some cooked, like 1 Culver's, 1 research, 2 Arvin stuff.
Real.
Dang.
We got Natalie Millar with Gardevoir here in 3rd. Triple reversal is kind of interesting. Playing Turo.
Reversal sick.
And
10 psychic
no
still.
Palpad. I like that. I did always hate playing 9 psychic and 3 reversal because it felt like you weren't hitting your energies when you needed to load up a Zacian as easily.
Yeah.
But very good from Natalie.
W Natalie.
Let's see this Tina list. Is
Christian
this anything
Vidi.
special?
Nothing special. Tomb.
Nope.
That's it.
Tomb is very good in Tina. I would be playing Tina and Tomb right now. Or Tomb
W
Tina,
Christian
sorry.
Freedy. W Christian Vidi.
And we've got-
Lost Zone without Mawile Sag. No Kyogre. This is just Paradox
Mawile,
Box.
But it's playing Dragonite V. Kind of interesting. That's your 1V for Forest Seal. Dragonite actually was quite played this week, and Aiden was playing that in his 2nd place list in Knoxville as well. Dragonite making a small comeback.
So was
which is kind of
Azul.
interesting. Oh, they're also playing it. Nice. Okay.
Dragonite 250 is a good number, you know?
Yep. Another Gardevoir list, only playing 2 reversals. Playing an Avery and a Turo. No Palpad.
Nice. Not bad. Pretty
Shout out
good.
to
Lugia.
Gitano. Whoa, there's a Lugia in top 8. What the heck?
Yeah.
Playing Cobalion for your Charizard matchup. Playing Weirder V still. Snorlax, Radzard, Mew-EX.
Luxray.
Drapion. Yeah, Luxray's here with the reversal energy. 0 basic energies here. This is like just pre-Paradox Rift Colorless Lugia by the looks of things, basically.
You take a good Tina matchup.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if I'd be
good
playing
Tina
Lugia.
Matchup. Good Zard matchup probably because you can go Snorlax.
Rounding out top 8 here, we have another Tina. Looks very similar to what we're used to. Still playing the Spiritomb though. No Iono.
So I think we can move on. I want to talk about 16th place. This is a list that...
Yes, Lucas really wants to talk about this top 16 Guardian Mewtwo. I'll take it away, Lucas. I'm going to have a sip of milk.
Okay, so... I'm sorry. Here's the whole carton. So...
Delicious.
This reversal Gardevoir 60. Can you click open his image, please?
I got too distracted
too busy drinking the milk.
I was thirsty, man. Okay.
Milk is not the way.
Take it away.
So, I mean, milk's an S tier drink, but
it is delicious.
Reversal Gardevoir is something that we saw going into Palais. Palais evolved. People thought of this deck, and it's gotten only better with Counter Catcher. I like the Mewtwo V Union as it's a way of dealing with Mirror. Because if they don't put down Jirachi, or if you can remove Jirachi, you can Psy Explosion and do
the Mewtwo V Union would not be affected by Jirachi.
What?
Because it's not a basic.
Oh my gosh.
It's a V Union.
Oh my gosh. I have it. My friend was telling me that it was bad because of Jirachi. No, Mewtwo Reunion's so insane. I don't need Lost City in my deck. I was playing Lost City in my deck, dude. I cut an Artisan for a Lost City so I could Lost City
In
the Jirachi.
Gardevoir? Sheesh.
Yeah, I was cooking. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, so this 60 is insane. You just take a really good Gardevoir matchup. Your Tina matchup's insane. Like your Tina matchup is actually broken. You just go like two prize, and then you can just Psy Explosion for an insane amount of damage. Good deck. You can. I don't know. This deck's good. I think this deck's really, really strong.
Have you
Luxray's good.
played it at all?
I've played a couple games of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I've lost like 2 of the 4, but like. Okay, actually, I'll take it back. I can't say it's insane, but it intrigues me, and it's cool to see this list come out. Zinnias are an insane card, so being able to play that's nice. Cleffa's really good, so
Why would you be playing Cleffa over Mew from Celebrations?
For your treat mainly, and Grasping Draw is really good because this deck has quite a few combo pieces it needs to hit.
Okay.
So yeah, it's something I'm going to be testing for sure.
For Vancouver, I suppose.
Yeah. So I just want to take back a few of the things I said. This deck is like not broken, but it's worth testing and it's worth considering. Just keep this deck on your mind. Try it out. Okay, let's move on.
So next, for the rest of the episode, we went through just over 10 minutes of the tournaments from this weekend. We have Omnipoke's tweet here, which is the latest City League results. 61 total events have been recorded by this, and he's made a bit of a tier list here. Charizard is the top 2 archetypes. Charizard is looking to be very good post-rotation. It's been the front runner. That deck with the belt is scary, man.
Yeah.
We'll have to take a look at those lists in a second, but
it seems insane. Like now with the maximum belt, the Zard, it's just insane.
Yeah.
You one-shot Chempows, you one-shot Miraidons, your Goldango gets one-shot.
Moons.
Yeah, Iron Hands.
Chien-Paos.
Like Charizard is a beast.
Yeah, dude. We also have Chien-Pao in tier 1. That makes a bit of sense. They don't really lose anything to post-rotation, just VIP, but you get Buddy Poffin. And then I've seen people playing Ditto and Chien-Pao, so you can get your Chien-Pao out. Kind of synergizes because you can go Attach, Retreat, Shivery, Chill off the Ditto.
Yeah, sick.
And then look what else is in tier 1.
Arceus
Giratina! The People's Champ deck.
Arceus!
Broken. We love Arceus. We're both fresh off playing Arceus this last weekend, doing pretty well.
Attach, pass, attach, Trinity Nova, charge up my thing,
yes,
Judge
sir.
Path, KO. It's so good.
Arctina really benefits from the maximum belt. Is that what it's called, or is it
maximum belt? It's insane.
It's
Trinity
so
Nova
good.
now hits 230 with DTE. You one-shot Zards with Tinas. It's insane.
So I'm thinking of this play pattern in happening. You go 230 with the Arceus V-Star, power up your Tina. Then you go Charon's.
Oh my gosh,
Evolve.
he's so good.
330. That's what I'm saying. Pick up your belt, reuse it on the Tina.
If the deck gets big enough, they could probably just try to hold vacuum or something.
Yeah, it's true.
But they just go
even then,
Judge. Just go Judge maximum belt. Oh my gosh.
And then Tina, we'll see the list. They have to not play Path anymore. Tier A, we've got a single prize not Flutter Mane, Roaring Moon deck.
But there is Koraidon, baby Koraidon's in it. I think that was something that we probably should have incorporated into our...
I disagree on the baby Koraidon. I don't think it's worth playing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
because
just...
it does like 130 damage or tops 150, 180 if your bench is full, but then you're not putting things in the discard pile. And the Roaring Moon scales to 120-ish pretty quickly.
130 is pretty good, though. Like, 130 on the first turn is not bad.
You could hit 130 on the first turn with the Baby Moon. Not that hard.
True.
That's 6 cards in the discard.
Wait, I have to check out the second attack of Baby Koraidon. It's like...
Shred for
3 for
130.
Yeah.
Goldango is in tier A, which is sus. That's not real. Lugia is tier A. We have the Great
You
Tusk
suck.
Mill.
You suck, Landon. You suck. You don't give the respect
Goldango
to Goldango.
We have Roaring Moon Turbo tier A as well.
Great Tusk Control.
Yeah. It's like Turbo Mail. It's not even really a control deck. Then we've got in B tier with the Lost Zone decks. I feel like Lost Box is probably has to be a little higher than this. I feel like
Yeah, true.
you can get away with a lot of stuff. There's no path for Tina anymore, so I think Tina, in addition to Mist Energy, which is really good by the way, that's probably one of the reasons Arceus is doing so well is because of Mist Energy. Like I wouldn't be
Oh
surprised to
yeah.
be seeing Arclist with like 4 copies or 3 copies of Mist Energy.
The
And
list
then
that we have today actually has none.
wow, that's kind of we'll talk about that then. Then in B tier we also have like Arc, Vulpix, Goodra. I feel like if you're playing Goodra, you probably don't need Vulpix, but Goodra with a Mist Energy is crazy because you can't Star Requiem or Frenzy gouging it, and then you just have the goo chilling there.
Yeah, true. Loki is just a tank, bro.
Yeah, and then in our very bottom tier, Future is the bottom deck. I'm not that surprised by that, honestly. We've got Sableye, Charizard? Oh, Sablezard. Okay. And then
Yeah.
Miraidon, Snorlax Control, Raging Bolt, Sandy Shocks, and then Gardevoir. I also think Gardevoir has got to be higher than this.
Yeah, Gardevoir seems good.
Like, Gardevoir seems good into, like, most of the decks up here.
Like, it seems good in... Oh, well, yeah,
Your
it seems
Charizard
good into
matchup is
Zard.
good. Your Chantron
My
matchup
matchup
is
sucks.
probably not the best, but your Arceus matchups would be good. Your
Yeah.
Lamengo matchup would be good. Yeah. So this is Omnipoke's list here, and I have.
We also want to check out... We'll check out the ace specs,
Oh
I think,
sure.
after.
And
Should we
shout out
check
to
out ace specs
Omnipoke for this,
after or
by the
now?
way. Let's do the
Yeah,
aspects
shout
now.
out.
We have it up on the screen. So this is kind of just the layout of all 7 A specs. There's 7, right? Or is this 6? Oh, this is 6.
There's 6, but I think that he didn't put Neo Energy on here.
Oh, true.
One deck played Neo Energy. Out of the 51 City Leagues, one, and it was Tinkaton EX.
Unreal. But Prime Catcher is definitely the most the most used one. We're seeing this in, for some reasons, a Zard list. I think Zard should definitely be playing Maximum Belt.
Yeah, I mean, well, the barrel list that I have does play the Maximum Belt. I think that it is very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum Belt is just it fixes so many numbers with Zard.
Yeah, like
180
just being able to pop 230 immediately is crazy.
Yeah.
But think of like V's Pokemon like Arceus not being touched by Maximum Belt is actually kind of like a huge buff to Arceus in a way.
True.
Because then they just have a blank A spec in their deck.
True.
Which
their A spec is just nothing.
Yeah. But Prime Catcher in Chien-Pao seems fantastic and Goldengo seems fantastic. Basically, like, it's fantastic in Charizard too. But Maximum Belt is just so much better, I think, for your damage.
Yeah.
And then both the Arceus, or both the Tina decks are playing the belt, obviously.
Maximum Belt. Pidgeotzard been playing the Maximum Belt.
Yeah.
Maximum Belt fixes so many numbers. Tina goes to 330. Arceus goes to 230. Whatever. Hero's Cape is in...
I think should only be in Control and Grey Tusk. Arc Goo should definitely still be playing Maximum Belt. Like, Arc being 230 is so good. That should be your A spec, I think.
Honestly, I kind of agree. Hero's Cape's good, but the thing is, I guess, yeah, they vacuum it, and there's going to be Pokemon that can still go 2-shot.
But just think of the Arceus matchup. Well, you know how, like, Arceus is really weak into, kind of weak into Moon because they 220 you, and then you can't kill it. You just go Starbirth for Maximum Belt. Just 230 the Moon.
Yeah, no, that's really insane.
Yeah.
Vulpix,
really good.
Is there any numbers that it fixes with Vulpix? Not really.
No. I don't think
hits
Vulpix...
250.
Goodra would wall Charizard enough that you don't really need Vulpix, I think, because Charizard can't one-shot a Goo at all.
True. Vulpix is just really nice as it destroys Goldango, it destroys Chien-Pao, it destroys Zard, it destroys, it destroys a bunch of decks in the format.
But the Vulpix gets quite a bit worse with Prime Catcher because they just go Prime Catcher, boss, reset it, and kill it. And a lot of decks will have access to that. So I don't think the Vulpix is really that needed if you're playing Goodra. I would like to put together a Goodra list.
Yeah, I think Goodra could be really insane right now.
And then Hero's Cape and Guardy can kind of make sense. I could see it because it goes onto your Drifloons and Screamtails. Makes sense in Snorlax. I think it's hilarious that Lugia is playing Master Ball because the deck is so bricky.
Yeah, but the list that I pulled up for Lugia today is playing Hero's Cape. So, I don't know.
And then obviously the Ancient Box Roaring Moon is playing Awakening Drum and Future is playing Reboot Pod.
Wow, man, I'm surprised that Zard isn't playing Reboot Pod. I think that's a throw.
True. Very true, Lucas.
Reboot Pod.
So
Okay,
that's Omniput's
so
list,
yeah,
tier list kind of
so
thing.
with this information, I went and I grabbed lists for all of the decks on
You
that
ready for
tier
a
list.
clean
Well, most
transition,
of the
Lucas?
decks. Do it.
Oh,
Uh, uh, no.
dang, I ruined it. Boom, I did it. Oh, let's
Oh,
go. So yeah,
let's
Lucas
go.
was just saying, how many lists did you get up here? Like a bunch,
Quite a few. Let me check.
but I've got them on the
I
screen.
have 16 lists.
Sick. So this is the Pidgey Zard list. So did you just take like the highest placing from each city league you saw?
Yeah, highest placing, and then if it also there was a few lists that I was just like, dude, there's no way this is like the best list.
Mm-hmm.
So that most of these are like first or second place, but then there's a few of them that are like lower out because they're just better lists than the list that did better.
Right. So this is Charizard, Pidgey. We are still seeing Rotom V, Lumineon V, and Radzard. So the Pokemon lineup is like
Very similar.
it's
Charmeleon
pretty well
changes.
completely unchanged. New Charmeleon from Paldean Fates will have that pre-rotation for a bit, and then no
No
Jirachi in here.
Jirachi and 60 HP Charmanders.
Yeah, 360 HP. I guess the Blazing Destruction gets quite a bit worse. Because
Yeah.
no path, right?
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
So
we do
Blazing
see that.
Destruction
We
is
only see
there.
one stadium in here, so seeing Zard just not feeling they have to play stadiums at all anymore, which makes sense, honestly. It's not like you're playing a special energy deck that needs to bump like Temple of Sinnoh.
Yeah.
So one collapse
Mist
is
energy in
probably
this deck
enough.
is nice.
Yes, Mist Energy in here is excellent because you can quick search for it, put it on your Zard, and then you are not being one shot by anything. Like what is
Yeah,
one
like
shotting
you literally don't die.
Yeah, because you
Now
can't
the
get
plays to
gouged or
Mist
lost
energy
reckoning.
your Charmeleon.
True. So you can't get. Honestly, yeah, Mist Energy works that way too. Mist also turns off TM Devo. Mist is huge, actually. It's a really good card.
This is a very good card. You will be seeing it in a lot of decks.
Yeah, many Limos pages. It also blocks like Sableye damage. So if you attached it to, like you said, a Charmander, or a Pidgey, it's safe.
Then I mean,
Because then
it
you have
blocks
if
them.
you go Charmeleon evolve, attach Mist to Charmander against Lost Box. What do you maybe you don't need Jirachi?
Yeah, you use your Manaphy. You're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Good
tool
job.
lineup is huge here. Two TM Devos.
Yeah.
I'm curious how good TM Devo is going to be, because if Charizard's running one, maybe they start running two Mist Energy. It kind of just completely nullifies TM Devo.
DM Tebow, let's go.
TM Tevo, that's right. And then the maximum belt here. It's crazy how much damage that does. Just pushing you to 230 immediately. Like Rhydon is unplayable now, I think, completely.
Yeah, it gets
How
pretty
does Dawn
bad.
beat the best deck at all? It was already tough, but now they just have instant 230.
Yeah, you don't. So I like Maximum Belt. They are somehow able to balance Prime Catcher. Yo, wait, is that me? I had a Discord ping.
How could you?
Oh.
But yeah, in
You're a
Charizard,
monster.
you have Counter Catcher, so it's not a huge difference to be playing Prime Catcher even.
Yeah, but sorry, can you repeat that? I zoned out.
Yeah, you're Discording. It's podcast
I
time.
had to I had to do not disturb.
They're also playing Defiance Vest, which is interesting. But
Defiance Vest, Defiance Band.
Oh
you mean?
yes, band. Sorry.
Yeah, the plus 30 is nice. So you kind
see if you
of
need that even with the belt A spec though. But I think we can move on to the next deck.
Yeah, let's move on.
So this is Bibarel Zard, also playing a 2/2 Arceus line, which is interesting. Also playing a Choice Belt. Choice Belt is going to lose quite a bit of value with some Vs rotating. Like,
Yeah.
I guess there's still quite a few, like Tina V and Arceus V are probably the biggest ones.
Yeah, but that doesn't really do anything into them.
Yeah. The belt of A-Spec variety doesn't really work. And this is playing TM Evo instead of Devo this time.
Which I like.
Playing
I like
TM
TM
Headquarters.
Evo.
I still think you probably want it collapsed in here. You can't search it as well, though. I just think Pidgeot is probably better than this.
Yeah, Pidgeot's nice.
Pidgeot was better with Path in the format, and now why would you play Bibarel? The whole point of playing Bibarel before was so you had like less weakness to Path. But now you don't even care about Path with this.
Yeah, I think you're fine to just play the Pidgeot version. I do like the League Headquarters. You can go Iona to like 2 and League Headquarters into Lost Box, and they just go, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
just
winning.
think Collapse would still be very good in here. And then I also think
I
that
think
the
it's worth
100
considering League
HP
Headquarters.
Charmeleons might be the more popular ones moving forward than even the, like, possibly, because there's no level ball anymore. So just think about that.
Yeah, no level ball, and it tanks Radiant Greninja, which is super big.
Yeah. And so you can see there's no Manaphy in this list because you have Bidoof that is natural Manaphy, and then Charmeleon, you're going straight into it because of Team Evo, which is dodging Radiant Greninja. So this list, because of that, doesn't have to play Manaphy.
Yeah, and you also get to go down to 3 rare candy. Like, I could honestly see this being good.
Yeah.
I could just see, like, there's a part of me that kind of wants to see TM Evo in Pidgeysard, so you can play a Pidgeotto.
Yeah, but you'd be doing that pre-rotation. I think TM Devo gets
True.
significantly worse based off of missed energy, but that is... It's interesting to see
There might
Arceus in
be
here.
there might be a way to cut it.
We see
Might
Chen
be able to
Pao
cut TM Devo.
still playing Iron Hands in the deck.
A lot of 60s are playing this Kyogre. There's a Kyogre that came out in Crown Zenith.
Yeah. 4
That
energy,
was
180. Right.
Yeah, 4 energy, return 3 energies to your hand, and 180 to something. So
Pretty strong
very,
snipe.
very
That'll kill
very
Squawks,
strong.
Luminions, basically any one prizer, especially if you just want to kill their active one prizer. It can hit active as well. And then you get to conserve the energies, which is super nice.
Yeah.
Prime Catcher is huge in this
yeah.
deck. It's crazy. This is probably
Prime
one of the
Catcher's
decks
so
Prime
good.
Catcher is the best in because they were playing Counter Catcher before.
Yeah. Counter
and
Catcher could even
this
still be
deck's
worth.
going ahead a lot of the time.
True. Prime Catcher canceling clone is crazy.
Notably, no Ditto in this list. I think Ditto is kind of worth considering. Playing Kyogre in Chien-Pao can be kind of suspect though because it does have 3 retreat cost. Playing
Yeah. You just hope you don't start it.
If you're playing no hands, no Kyogre, everything in your deck has 1 retreat except Chien-Pao, which is your optimal starter. So I think it might be worth considering just not playing Iron Hands or Kyogre. I know there's been
I don't
some
think you can do
experimentation with
that.
that.
Iron Hands is so good.
It's good.
Especially in a format where you can't just go cross switch a cologne instead.
Well, you can cross switch your clone. It's just 1 item now.
Yeah, but like
It gets easier. I think that there's merit to not playing hands. There's merit to playing hands. Only playing 3 Pokestop is kind of sus though. But we have Boss Catcher.
Yeah, but there
Chien-Pao
was a
doesn't lose
couple
a lot.
60s playing Ogre.
I think the only things I'll take away from this is consider playing Ditto for Body Poffin, and Chien-Pao is very good.
Chien-Pao is very good. Arctina! So, this 60 does not play Mist Energy, but it plays the Iron Leaves, which I don't hate, but you're kind of already beating Zard at a certain point anyway.
Yeah. I don't think you really need the Iron Leaves. Like you're saying, there's no path anymore, so you don't have that avenue in the Zard matchup.
Yeah.
But you have the 330, so you don't really need it. You have 2-shot trading with Charons, and then you have 330 with Tina. I guess with the Iron Leaves, you just kind of automatically beat the matchup, because you just go, like, take a couple cheap prizes with Arc early, 1-shot with Tina, 1-shot with Leaves, but I'd be curious if you actually need that.
You might just be able to cut Leaves for second Sharon. Yeah. I kind of like that more.
I still think 3-3 Bib is pretty useful.
3-3 Bib is so good, man. Double Capturing Aroma is insane.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I would just like to see the double Aroma just become 3-3 Bibarel.
Yeah, either 3-3. Yeah, 3-3 Bibarel. Boom.
Also really like the 4 Arc V-Star.
Yeah, 4 Arc V-Star.
I really love playing 4 V-Star because you just hit it more often. And the whole point of being Arceus is being consistent, so.
True. 4 V-Stars pretty good.
No path, though. Keep that in mind. Arceus does lose path. Here, I'll go back to the 2. This one's playing League Headquarters. I think it could be very worth considering Lost City. Being able to Lost Zone like things like Kirlia, Sableye, Cramorants, just evolving.
Kirlia is not even a reason to play it anymore, man. Like, no one's playing Gardevoir.
I think that's just a punt. I would like to argue that Gardevoir is pretty close to what it is now.
Whoa.
In, like, power level.
Gardevoir is very good. I think it's underrated.
Yeah, I think it's hugely underrated. I mean, it's obviously not the same in power level as it used to be, but the whole concept of the deck still alive. Like, it's basically the same. It's just a little bit less inherently powerful, I guess, because it's less like integrated.
Yeah.
But you're still attacking with one prizers that one-shot things.
Yeah,
That doesn't
true.
change.
Like,
It's the same concept. You just lose
it's just
Mirage
harder
Step
to pull
and
off.
you have to play a little bit worse attackers. But anyways,
Four Great Ball.
this is the 4 Koraidon, 4
Koraidon
Roaring Moon
Ancient
list.
Ball.
Playing Slitherwings as well and Fluttermanes. I will, in our deck profile, I really want to correct myself. Fluttermane does not do nothing. It completely walls out Lost Zone decks. Like, completely.
Oh my gosh, true.
Yeah. And it has 90 hit points, so it's not as bad as Klefki for getting Sableye. So I've seen a lot of like random lists just play one Fluttermane because Escape Rope rotates. So you can just throw the Fluttermane in the active and it just sits there. And they can't flower selecting.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Fluttermane's really good.
Yeah, Fluttermane is very nice. It also can't be attacked by Cramorant, so it's basically just a free
Oh my gosh.
yeah, the Fluttermane is very strong, actually, into Lost Zone decks. So I take back what I said about it being basically just dead in the deck profile. But anyways, this is the single prize Roaring Moon. I was saying earlier, I think, in the episode that the Koraidon just doesn't seem very strong to me.
Yeah, but almost every single list is playing Koraidon, man. Like, there's got to be a certain point where you realize maybe I'm wrong.
I mean,
If
sure, but
everyone else is playing
what's
Koraidon.
the reason? Like, it's the same attack cost, and you're going to be hitting 130.
Yeah, honestly, I'm seeing it from your
something.
side. I'm seeing it from your side, but like,
I
it's
see
weird.
absolutely no reason to play the Koraidon over just... I could see it because it's more physical ancient cards, but the Roaring Moon EX seems
There's
like the
got to
better
be
option.
more ancient cards. Like, I don't know.
I looked through every single legal ancient card, and I picked the best ones, to my opinion, I think.
Like, what else is there?
There isn't really anything else. That's the thing. These are all the ones on the screen.
Like, what if you just cut the 4? Like, there's nothing else?
Well, I was playing Roaring Moon EXs and 4 Fluttermanes here. And then...
Oh, I think that's better.
Yeah, I think the Roaring Moon EX is better. And then instead of playing no Dark Patch, just play Dark Patch and cut the fighting energies. Because you can actually set up your attacker in one turn without having to play a supporter, which is nice.
True,
But
like, you could just cut the fighting energies.
Quite strong, actually.
Yeah, you could just cut the fighting energies for 2 Dark Patch, 2 more Dark Energy, cut the Koraidons for 2 Roaring Moons, 2 more Fluttermanes, and you're good.
Yep.
And I think that's a way better idea. But Ancient Box is very strong. It's just a one-price beat
there's
stick.
a garbage tier deck on the screen.
Let's go, Goldango.
Yeah, so Goldango here, playing Prime Catcher, seems like a very strong deck for it as well. Anything that has Canceling Cologne, Greninja, is going to really enjoy Prime Catcher.
This deck also benefits insane amounts from Cryptomaniac.
Yeah, it's really good with Goldango.
Like, Codebreaker or Cryptomaniac or whatever is insane.
Mm-hmm.
You go Codebreaker for double superior, for example, and then you just coin bonus into both of them. And then you're like, nice.
2 Pokestop is whack.
Yeah, I would like to see 3.
There's so many supporters in this Pokestop deck, it's unreal. There's 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would cut like probably 2 supporters. Like cut the Roxanne maybe.
Yeah, you could probably cut Roxanne, and that's kind of it for a third Pokestop, and then you're kind of chilling.
Yeah, I could also see maybe 1 boss because you have Palpad, but maybe that's too greedy.
That is very greedy. No, not really, actually. They're putting up a 2-prizer anyway to attack most of the time, so you can just go kill, kill, kill. This is the whole point of the deck.
Yeah.
So, actually, I kind of like that. You could just cut Roxanne and boss for Pokestop and something else. But, very, very... Goldango is very good. Letter of Encouragement seems pretty insane.
Yeah, and then Buddy Poffin is a pretty straight slot into this deck as well. Sets up all your Gimme Goals turn 1.
True.
But Goldango probably still...
Do you still hate Goldango?
Yep.
No. Goldango's good, man.
Lugia, playing Chinchino as your only other attacker is wild with the heroes.
I think this deck should easily... Is Snorlax still in format?
Yes,
it is.
Definitely. It should just be playing a Snorlax. This is playing 4 Mist Energy, 4 Gift Energy. That's pretty broken.
Like, why are we playing Cincino, man? Like, a bunch of people are playing Cincino.
Cincino, it seems okay. Think of the damage it does. You put your double turbo, so that's...
Is it energy cards or energies?
I believe it's energies.
Mm-hmm.
So you put double turbos on, you put your energies on. Even if it isn't double turbos, I'm not sure.
You can easily one-shot things.
Yeah,
for
you just put 4 and attach for turn. It's 350. or 330, which is enough to kill like most things. But then you're thinking, I'm playing a stage 1 in my Lugia deck that's already clunky, and you start getting scared. We're seeing a Jock
Yeah,
in this list
that's insane.
in Hero's
But I
Cape.
kind of like it.
The concept is
Heroes Cape.
there. Chinchino hits like a lot. It looks a lot worse than it is damage wise. But I don't think Lugia is like the best thing to be playing.
Low key, I kind of think Lugia could see some success. It's just a beat stick deck, but I
Yeah,
would
I
like
don't
to
think
see cutting.
I don't think Chinchino is the move though. Like you have to. Your deck is so clunky.
I would like to see like even a 1-1 line is fine. I wouldn't even hate 2-2 line, and then playing just more consistency cards. Like a 4th research would be nice in this deck. A 2nd Iono, cutting Hero's Cape from Master Ball.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if we need Sharon's Care. You
No,
could
probably
even
not.
go down to 3 Lugia V Star and then just play like more more draw cards, play Snorlax and Therapeutic, and then you're chilling.
Great
Up
Tusk.
next, we have this Great Tusk Mill deck, and I was having struggles finding like a decent looking list. This list looks pretty good. You're playing the Hand Trimmer, you're playing the 4 counter catchers, you're playing the Hero's Cape, you're playing all the things. You're just a big tanky thing in the active that is milling your deck. So
yeah,
pretty
for
good.
2 energy, the Great Tusk mills 1 or 4 if you've played an Ancient Supporter. So you're basically just trying to play an Ancient Supporter every turn. Triple Palpad here to try and just keep chaining those. And you just mill cards
Yeah.
with a tanky guy. I feel like it would almost be worth playing like 4 capsule in one of the A spec instead of like other. I think that more capsules would be more impactful than like the 3rd and 4th counter catcher.
True, 200 HP is way better than 140. I
Yeah,
prefer 200 HP.
because you're like against Zard, you're then living Burning Darkness, so you
Yeah.
can actually like do things. And I think Zard is like by far the best deck by the looks of things. So being prepared into that. Like, the more I look at the Great Tusk deck, the more I'm like, I could kind of see it working. Like, it's decently close to, like, Chinchino, Belelba stat. Like, it could be close to that status the more I think about it. Never going to get to that exact caliber. But if the Great Tusk lives a turn and gets to mill 8 cards, then you're cruising.
Yeah,
I
true.
could see a world.
This deck should just be playing 4 capsule.
Yeah, I think 4 capsules the move. Because the moment your Great Tusk tanks a hit, and you get to mill 8 per tusk,
That's when you're chilling.
yeah, then you're looking at actually winning. Whereas like if you're like with Durant in the past, like you're just assuming the Durant dies every turn because it has 70 hit points. But now think if the Durants had 200 hit points or even 240 with the cape.
Yeah,
A-spec.
it's very good. Very good card.
I think this deck is more legit than I thought even.
I thought this deck was 3 energies. I'm gonna be completely honest.
No, it's
You
a
need 3.
double turbo, and then you have the Sadas for chaining. So you can very easily set up, not very easily, you can set up 6 of these a game. Not that
Yeah,
hard.
no, very easily.
And then I do like the shout out to the Psychic Energies for being able to pressure with Mimikyu, which is
Min
cool.
maxing. Let's go.
Yeah, because you're attacking for colorless energy. I guess you could hit with 160 with Great Tusk for 4, but I actually want to get my hands on this deck and start testing it because this deck's actually not a meme, and I thought it was just going to be a meme, but I'm just thinking like it's not unrealistic for your Great Tusk to live a turn.
Let's do it, bro. Deck profile coming soon on the Great Tusk Mill.
Yes, great. That's totally on the list. Next up,
Yeah.
we have like straight.
I'm gonna leak it. I'm gonna leak it. So we have right now there are 2 ideas. We got Magnezone Control, which I think is just actually way worse than Great Tusk Mill, and Great Tusk Mill. So
We could do both. I think the Magnezone deck has merit. It's the Great Tusk deck is not a control deck. It's Turbo Mill. Totally different.
true.
You're not trying to lock anything or like go infinite. So
Yeah.
Roaring Moon. I like that it's kind of a hybrid. I don't think you really want to be playing 3 of the big moons. I'd be more like thinking 1 of them.
I would be thinking 2. I think 2's fine. You're
Root
gonna
one
be
is
wanting to
horrible,
do
though.
damage with it. Like I think 2's good, because then you go. You could just cut the baby moon for a 3rd ancient booster capsule.
No, you need 4th for Moon EX.
4 for Moonix. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you play Super Rod. You're just the when you're not playing 4 moon and you prize a moon, you can't have 3 moon in play, which a lot of the time you want to put 3 moon in play so you can charge up the moons preemptively.
Sure, but I think this deck is slightly more
Well, how much
able to
damage can the
not
baby
need to
moon
do
do
that.
that? How much damage can it do? It's you've got
Well, let's assume two Roaring Moon die. That's 90. Brute Bonnet is in play with a with an ancient
you know
booster
then
capsule.
it's less damage in play than it is in the discard. So I'm gonna say just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like it would be realistic to have maybe 10 tops in your discard pile doing 170 for 2. I guess that's still pretty good. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd like to
When you
see
say it
cutting
like
one
that,
Baby Moon.
when you say it like that, oh, 170 for 2 on a one prizer. That sounds pretty good to me, actually.
Baby Roaring Moon's insane. Like, this card's insane.
Yeah, it's really good. Even like I'm just thinking, oh, it's not one shotting, but who cares? The 2 energy for 170 or 160, even 150, like two shotting things is pretty efficient. Think we're playing like the Moltres and the Sandy Shocks that do 90 damage,
Yeah,
which is
but,
way worse than
one prize of 170 is insane.
yeah. If you can like boss KO Squawkabilly or Luminion with your, even
One
Prime
prizer?
Catcher with your one prizer, then you're feeling pretty good. Darker
I don't know the
EX
one Prime
seems pretty good.
Catcher KO you with my one prizer.
Yeah, I think Darkrai EX or Darkrai V Star, sorry, is definitely going to be in these decks because picking up Prime Catcher Dark Patch is insane. That's so
Yeah,
good. That's
that's insane.
like getting to Prime Catcher 2 times in a game is unreal.
Yeah.
So
Palpat
Moonstonks
being
are
in this
going
deck
up.
is nice.
Notably, seeing a Temple of Sinnoh, I really like that tech for Mist Energy. So if we start seeing Mist Energy in Charizard in Arceus, then just the natural reaction is Moon starts playing like 1 or 2 copies of Temple of Sinnoh. Cool.
Yeah, Temple of Sinnoh kind of gets rid of the
Here's Tina
problems this
V-Star.
deck has.
3 Gen Energy. That is so cringe, but
It's so cringe. I literally could not find a 60 with 4 Jet Energies.
I mean, I kind of get it because you're kind of forced to play Temple of Sinnoh now for Mist Energy, which shuts off your Jet. But you would just play it at the end of the turn. I'd like to even maybe see a copy of Lost Vacuum just to be able to bump your own Temple of Sinnoh,
True,
and then it
honestly.
could turbo you towards 10, especially with a copy of TM Devo, which you probably don't need in a lot of matchups. No Ditto in here, notably. Only 3 Buddy Poffin. Would be
I
interested
want
in the
Ditto.
Ditto.
I want Ditto. I
Yeah,
want
the Ditto isn't huge impact, but even when it's just like letting you start Comfey a bit more often as well,
It's
it's
so
more
big.
value than just the Poffin target.
I
And
agree.
it thins a card, which is kind of cool. It has a couple niche, it's just like pretty good consistency card.
Very good card, especially in like Buddy Poffin 60s.
Still playing
This deck should
Gears.
definitely be playing 2 maximum belt though.
True. Definitely play 2 ace specs. Just play a Crime Catcher too while you're at it.
Yeah, that'd be better. They're kind of throwing. Is Temple of Sinnoh really? Oh wait, it is. Yeah, Miss
Yeah,
Energy.
you have to play it for Mist. Here is like a
Insane.
Lost Box Paradox kind of thing. This is a little bit more similar to the one of the deck profiles we put up recently. I guess in the profile, I didn't really think of playing the tool board, whatever it is. But
Yeah, you forgot that, man.
I was playing Beach Courts, so maybe it's correct to play. Yeah, I'd like to test it. It's probably worth playing one of. Like we played Air Balloon before, and it's pretty much Air Balloon in Lost Box. It doesn't work on like Hands or Moon or anything, but
Yeah. So I think that this 60 is very strong. Ethan Heggie, in the past has said that this deck is like S tier, A tier. And I can honestly kind of see it. This
quite a
deck
bit worse
doesn't.
without Ogre though.
True, but this deck doesn't lose too much. Like you're still playing the
Yeah.
Iron Hands. I feel like this deck could just definitely be either a 2 hands or a 2 Roaring Moon kind of deck.
I'd really like to see moving up on the Lost Vacuum count.
Yeah,
'Cause
true.
You lose the Kyogre angle, so I would like to see the deck just speed up in compensation for that. How we used to see Turbo Lost Box, just like
Yeah,
going for turn 1/7s pretty frequently.
yeah.
I'd like to see like an 8 switch card, 2 or 3 vacuum, like for a Sealstone Pokestop deck.
This could be a 2 Ultra Ball cut gear for Luminion, 1/1 Darkrai, 1 more
I think
Lost
you'd
Vacuum.
like top at 1 Ultra Ball in Lost Box. I don't think you play 2.
Oh yeah, 1 Ultra. Like you can play 1 Ultra Ball, 1 Luminion, 1/1 Darkrai
I would
line,
really like
and
to
1
count
more Lost
Raikou V.
Vacuum.
Raikou V is just like you're only using it to put Sealstone on. Like it's
Yeah.
not a good attacker.
I honestly think you could Okay, my play here, looking at Lost Box decks, you could definitely just cut Raikou, cut Sealstone, cut this gear, play Ultra Ball, and a 1/1 Darkrai V-Star line, play another Lost Vacuum, figure out how to fit in another aluminium, and then you're kind of chilling. You kind of then have the options of playing the second Iron Hands, because then you're not like, oh, well, I have to get 4 energies on this thing, so why am I even doing this? That's insane.
Yeah, Darkrai V-Star actually seems pretty clean in combination. Like, picking up Mirage Gate Prime Catcher would be pretty sick.
Yeah, you don't even need Counter Catcher at that point. I don't know why this list is playing Counter Catcher either. Like, I feel like this list could
Yeah, I would like to see.
actually
I
be
think
really
like
good.
Turbo Lost, like a just aggressive Turbo Lost with Moon hands.
Darkrai V-Star.
Maybe the Darkrai V-Star. That could be pretty interesting. I like it. Next deck.
Yeah, Darkrai V-Star seems pretty good.
So this is Arc, Vulpix, Ditto. This is playing Ditto. I guess you're just wanting to start Arceus more often.
Yeah, it's just your ideal
I think you
starter.
just cut Vulpix. I don't see the need for Vulpix here. Do you see a reason to play Vulpix over Goo?
Makes your Zard matchup really good. Makes your Goldango matchup insanely good. It makes your there's another matchup it made
Yeah,
insanely
but
good.
Zard isn't even two-shotting a Goo if you
This should
save
just
in
be a
one prize.
1-1 Vulpix line.
I
This should be a 1-1
I just don't
Vulpix
even
line.
think that's worth playing. I mean, maybe the 1/1 Vulpix is cool, but just the matchups where, like, I guess Zard, Lost Box, what else would be getting got by Vulpix?
Okay, wait. Let me go back to the Omnipoke
You
tweet,
pull
'cause
up that and just tell me what you think the Vulpix does, because I'm just thinking against Zard, where the Vulpix is like probably the thing you're playing it for.
Yeah. Oh, it destroys Chen Pao. No, it doesn't. Chen Pao plays. Okay. I have a full. Chen Pao can just go Prime Catcher Boss. But
Yeah.
if they go Prime Catcher
Or
Boss,
they can just attack with hands, or they can just
true.
attack with the Kyogre if they're playing it, but everyone's going to be playing the hands, so... Yeah, I don't think the Vulpix really does much. I'd like to just see this play 2/2 Bibarel and kind of just be like an Arc Bibarel deck with Goodra.
Yeah. This deck could even be just. This deck could just be Arc Regigigas. Cut the
this
Goodra
is
line.
playing triple Leafy Camo Poncho. That's kind of sick.
I don't know if it's like sick.
It would just, if you put those down against Zard, it would just stop your Rolling Iron from being turned off. Like, they couldn't
True.
take a 2-prize knockout without, like, they'd have to boss. If you're playing Bibarel, they'd have to boss Bibarel. Or if you're not playing any Bibarel and just relying on supporters, then they just can't.
Poncho also items?
No, it's only supporters. But you're assuming Zard isn't playing Prime Catcher.
Prime Catcher. Oh, true.
So they could still counter catcher you if you're ahead on prizes somehow. But then they're going on prizes themselves. So I could kind of see the camo. Is it camo poncho? I don't know what it is.
Leafy Camo Poncho.
Yeah. And then the missed energies turn off Roaring Moon's Frenzied Gouging. So
yeah,
Goodra's quite tanky.
I think this deck could just cut 2/2 Vulpix for and add 2/2 Barrel, and then you're kind of cooking.
And then maybe
this
cut
deck
Ditto
could
for
also
Squilbit.
play a Jet. True.
Here's Guardy.
I think this deck should also play a Jet Energy.
True.
But Jet Energy would be nice. Gardevoir. So this list, first thing I am noticing is this deck is not playing Mimikyu EX. This deck is not playing Cresselia. This deck is not playing Moonlit Hill.
Interesting. I don't think the Mimikyu EX is necessary, but I do definitely think you still want Cress.
TM Evolution's sick.
True, TM Evo is nice. Maybe that's why you're not playing Cresselia. I do like the idea of TM Evo. I was thinking about it when we built Gardevoir, just because you don't have like good Ball Search cards anymore, so it's kind of like a pseudo replacement for Ball Search. That was the main reason I was wanting it.
Yeah.
Also lets you keep up with Iron Hands. I know that was like a thought at the beginning of this current format, that Team Evo had to be better because it answered hands more frequently. But, so that's just kind of like an incident.
Yeah, you can go second, and then you can turn one, and then turn two.
And then you have turn 2 answer to the hands. And then the A-Spec Cape is in here, in addition to a Lux Cape, and 2 Bravery Charms. So, and this is an Arven build of Gardevoir, which is cool.
I still kind of think that Prime Catcher is better.
Yeah, and also if you're playing Arven and Lumineon, is it not just worth to play a Sealstone?
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe. This could be a cut Heroes Cape for Prime Catcher and cut something else for a Steelstone kind of angle.
So that's Guardy.
Guardy's very good.
Snorlax Doll, nice. We have the Man
this
type,
Snorlax
which
Doll
just has Echoing Horn
sick.
attack, right?
Yeah, Echoing Horn attack.
Nice. I really want to do a deck profile on Bayonet EX, actually, because of the Airy supporter. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
against things like Zard, you go turn 1, get the Wally effect onto Bayonet, and then you just let them build up cards in hand, and then area away the rare candies, and then you can move to a different attacker or something like that.
Loki's sick, but they just go Charmeleon. They manually evolve.
Yeah, but you have, I'm thinking you play it with the, like, Amoonguss plus the Stadium, so you get plus 50 poison modifier.
That's 80. That's not knocking it out.
Well, still, I don't know. They have to hit that. They have to draw their manual Charmeleon under item lock. But anyways, this is not an item lock deck. I just thought of that because of Airy. Snorlax loses Peonia. That's a pretty huge loss.
It's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. But you're playing the Hisuian Heavy Ball, and then you're not really playing too many one of supporters. You're kind of just hoping and praying you don't prize Yelchi or Silene.
Yeah, if you prize, yeah, you just relying on Pidgeot. Yeah, that's pretty tough. I guess that's what maybe the Radzard is for. To be like, uh-oh, I prize my infinite loop. I need to just win now instead.
Yeah, that's fair.
Playing the lure module to maybe get some Erica's value.
Yeah. Lure module is kind of sick.
Arvin. And then, yeah, the Mantike, or what is it? What is that one called? Is it Mantike?
Mantine?
Mantine, yeah. That attack is just Echoing Horn's effect, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
so
good.
You have that as an option to go instead of Echoing Horn now. So Snorlax stall still pretty much the same. Just be careful because you don't have Peony anymore.
Yeah.
Miraidon here.
Two Mimikyu could be okay. I don't know. Two Mimikyu might actually not be that needed. Why is there two Mimikyu in this deck?
I don't know. I guess you have Heavy Ball for this. Probably only need one Mimikyu.
Why is there three? Why is there four Snorlax?
Because current Snorlax plays 4 Snorlax.
Oh yeah, true. I'm dumb. Okay.
Miraidon. I actually don't think this deck is playable like at all because of Zard with Belt. I don't know how you could get away with playing Miraidon right now. The Baton is really cool for hands, so like being able to chain hands into other attackers is pretty strong.
There's literally two. There's one hands in this deck. Yeah. I don't know why.
You're playing one hands, one of the tool. I guess you're playing 3 town stores. Oops. I'd like to see 2 hands here, and then maybe 2 Raichu. And interesting to play Regieleki VMAX with hands, which is kind of cool, pushing you to 150, 180.
Yeah. You can also... I would like to actually see this deck play a Prime Catcher. Not Prime Catcher. Not Prime Catcher. I think it'd be really funny for this deck to play Maximum Belt.
Yeah. Pushes you up quite a bit higher. Pushes Dawn to
330.
300, 330, yeah. If you were just playing the... I guess no, Pidgeot's weak to lightning, so it wouldn't matter. MimiX.
Yeah, so you could actually have a line into Zard now.
But then you're like, okay, I'm setting up both my Regieleki VMAX going Belt.
You would play another Regieleki.
Yeah, but still, you have to set up 2 stage 1s that don't draw you cards. Or accelerate energies.
True. Yeah, but you're not. But then you don't have to put any other Pokemon down.
But the Zard would just literally has to go evolve, attach Maximum Belt to kill you. You're still not beating them. True.
I guess you just have to fight fire with fire and help you outspeed them somewhere.
This is our last deck here. This is the future archetype. This list is kind of wild.
Yeah, I don't know. It was my first future deck I saw.
So this is something we weren't playing in our future list. Is the Iron Leaves? I think it's correct to play the Iron Leaves. After it's pretty obvious in our gameplay video that the future deck was struggling to chain attacks, and after some testing, that has definitely proven itself correct. Without the Iron Leaves, just being able to pull all the energies from the reboot pod, hitting energy switches is pretty difficult without a draw engine.
Yeah, I'm liking this version of the list a lot more.
Yeah, because then the Iron Leaf, sure, it's like a really not a great attacker, but it charges itself up and then does like 220, 240 range, which is not bad. Could even push to 260. It is max 260 because 3...
It starts at 190.
Oh, what? Are you sure? I thought it was 180.
Is it 180?
These pictures are hella blurry, so...
I'm going to look up Iron
I'm quite confident it's 180.
Iron Leaves EX. 180.
Yeah.
And then you also have the Future Booster Capsule.
Yeah, so you'd be doing 260 tops, because plus 80 on that would be 260. And then playing Gift Energies here, which is actually quite interesting. I don't mind that, because that would kind of solve part of your no-draw engine problem. But keep in mind, people are going to be playing more Temple of Sinnoh because of Mist Energy, so it might be caught in the crosshairs of that.
True. The Iron Treads is like kind of wild. I think it's literally just for Miraidon.
Tech.
Oh, it's Chenpao.
What is the other type it turns into?
Fighting, I think.
Okay. That's actually kind of sick. Kills hands and kills Chenpao for 2 energy. Not bad.
Kind of low-key worth, bro. We were not cooking. A lot of our lists were very early.
Yeah, well, that's kind of just the joy of building early deck lists is you're building it and then building upon it in future testing.
Yeah, true. 4 Judge is wild.
This guy I did not notice that.
This deck could, if this deck played Squawk, then this deck would actually be insane. Because you could go turn 1 Judge and then hit them with an insane attack with like. You could go turn 1 Judge, Miraidon for like 80, and then they go, oh my gosh, I'm cooked.
That's true. That's pretty strong disruptive line. I don't think the Iron Bundle is that good here. I don't really see why the Minior is here either.
Minior, I mean, it's literally just for stall.
But it's not even a good tech into stall. It doesn't do anything.
Just Iron Bundle TCG. I have to read the attack.
It does 80 damage, and it's of an evolution. They can't attack with it, but they're not playing water energies here, so it's literally just for hyper lower.
Okay.
4 booster
That's
capsules
not bad.
On the whack. But I think the 4 Judge is cool.
I also think it's nice because it's just another Futuremon, so you can reboot pod to it. 4 Boss is insane. This is wild. This is a good list.
Yeah, I really actually like the Judge plus Baby Miraidon attack. Like, think into Lost Box going Judge, turn 1, kill a Comfey would be, like, very disruptive. Although the Miraidon only does have 110 hit points, which is, like, pretty tough. If it had a 120, it'd be a lot better in that scenario.
You could just play Bravery Charm.
Yeah, I guess you're playing
you could just play all Bravery Charm.
Though.
You could play... Yeah,
2 Iron Crowns is pretty realistic. I don't know. That's
this is sick. This is a good list. We should look at this more.
Yeah.
Like, we should build around this. This is a really good 60.
Yeah, this is nice.
Okay.
So that's all the decks.
That's all the decks.
And that's all the episode we got, I think.
Yeah, that's all the episode we got. That was a 40-minute long discussion about decks. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, so those are some of like the more like people are playing those in real tournaments in Japan. Those are from City Leagues. So those are some more like legitimate results for these, something to base your testing off of going into EUIC and or Orlando regionals.
I also want to see if I could find it, but I saw this I forget what it's called, a Croconaw, not Croc. That's stage 1, Feraligatr. I saw like a Feraligatr deck. Wait, I actually sent it to one of my friends. I just want to. This was so stupidly annoying and funny. The guy played Minior and the Barrel that stopped milling. Bro was not losing to control.
Absolutely not. Did not feel like it that day.
I mean, Feraligatr could be good because you can hit for 310 with maximum belt, but it's just not good enough. So yeah, that's all I think we got.
I think for takeaways for me are the Great Tusk deck is actually pretty strong.
This is a good future list.
And then Charizard is just like Charizard is the deck to beat by the looks of things. It kind of already was, but now extra so.
Gudra's good. Vulpix's not needed.
Yeah, I think, like Arceus decks with the Mist Energy. No Path is obviously huge, but you can do alternate stadiums that are disruptive too, like Lost City and or the League headquarters like we saw. But Judge is still going to be good with the maximum belt.
Yeah, it is. Lugia probably doesn't need Cincinnos. I think Roaring Moon's lists should be. I think Roaring Moon lists with Darkrai are insane. I think Lost Box should try the Darkrai very turbo version because I think that just justifies and makes you like one of the best turn 1 Iron Hands decks, which automatically makes you like a tier 1 deck.
Yeah.
If you're the best Iron Hands deck, you're probably a tier 1 deck.
Well, I just think that Lost Box is going to have to adjust from Kyogre and be more aggressive because if you don't have Kyogre, you don't really have a catch-up mechanism. So instead of catching up, you just have to be aggressive. So
yeah, and that's what this deck is. I think Darkrai kind of solves that problem. It allows for 2 prime catchers in a game, so it allows for your Iron Hands to take like 4 prizes.
Mirage Gates turn 1 and then still have more for late game.
Exactly. Yeah, you can go like turn 1. I still think no, never mind, because Yeah, I was gonna say Force Seal Stone, but you're literally using Darkrai.
Yeah.
TM Devo is like probably not even needed at that point
No.
because you can consistently pull off the Roaring Moon, Roaring Moon, Roaring Moon thing because of Darkrai. I think Turbo Lost Box is very strong. If I my future testing will be based around Arc.deck, Great Tusk, and Lost Box. Future will be in there somewhere. This future list is super appealing, so I'm gonna be trying this
Great
out.
Tusk would be great into Arceus decks too because it lives at 180. The booster
True.
capsule really pushes that Great Tusk into living quite a bit. Like I'm saying, if all of your Great Tusks live 2 turns, you will deck your opponent out. Like it will happen.
Yeah. So we will figure out a time to test, and we will be sharing our news. We will be doing some more deck profiles this week. We got
I'm hoping to have the vlog up um, either Friday night or probably Saturday because I won't be able to
okay,
upload it while I'm
nice,
at work. So I'm going to have it all
sweet,
edited and ready to go. That's the goal. Saturday, the vlog will be up by the hopes of things. The
nice.
deck profile for our Arceus Regigigas deck that you got top 8 with is on the channel. And we also have the Paldean's Fates set review. Maybe I'll have that uploaded for Thursday. I'll put the Paldean Fates set review out Thursday as well.
Yeah, it's a like a 15-minute video, so it's not that bad.
Yep.
So yeah, that's our upcoming content for the week. Podcast will be back next Wednesday at presumably, hopefully, 8 a.m. But
Yep, this one
things
will be going up at
change.
8 a.m.
Things change. This one will be going up at 8 a.m. So we thank you for all the support. We hit 300 subs on YouTube.
Yes, fantastic.
We have been. It's been a crazy ride. Last week or two have been crazy. I just want to actually check. Did it hit 6K? Gardevoir EX hit 6K views.
Yep, it's pretty good.
That's pretty wild. So we very deeply appreciate all the support.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess I didn't mention I set up my room so I look fancier, like I look like a streamer now, kind of.
I'm just in at home. I have a living room behind me.
I set up lighting. I've got 4 different lights
You can
on.
also see my kitchen table. Look. It's cooler. Look, wait, I can't. I don't know how to. Yeah, kitchen table.
Yeah, I got plushies going. I got my champion medal out. I got some ETBs, booster box
You
up
also
there.
see my couch, my chairs, my TV. You can practically dox me at this point.
True.
So yeah,
So that's our episode. I think that's all we got.
yeah. Landon's setup's cooler than mine.
Yeah, I look like a streamer kid. I got RGB. I got a RGB desk even.
Damn.
Whew. Okay,
Whew.
well, I'll do the
I got a
outro.
lamp behind my desk.
I'll do the outro.
Yeah, you got the outro, mate.
Okay, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of the Lost Mine podcast. Please leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, like and subscribe. Please leave us a comment as well. Please, that would really help us out.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, subscribe. Lots of people have been doing that, so thank you. But
Thank
again,
you so
this has
much.
been the Lost Mine Trading Card Game Pokemon podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you later.
Bye bye.